The Black Hills of South Dakota has so much to offer. Join us as we share 3 of our adventures with you.
And these are pretty cool adventures,
Definitely.
too. What a surprise for us. Hi, I'm Dan.
Hi, I'm Dina, and we are Rivers to Ridges RV.
We've mentioned this in one of our previous videos, but one of our biggest regrets full-time RVing so far is not researching an area well enough to understand what types of adventures they have to offer.
Right.
And that's what happened to us in the Black Hills of South Dakota. We literally went there to see Mount Rushmore. That was it. We would have been happy.
Yeah.
We didn't know anything about Wind Cave National Park, the Mammoth Site, Custer State Park, and so many other things.
And the surrounding areas.
It's just so much to see.
Yeah.
That's what we want to talk about today. Was 3 more of the adventures that we got to do while we were in the Black Hills.
Right.
Now these adventures, just because of scheduling, because we didn't plan for these up front, we did have to cut them short.
Yeah.
They were basically, most of these were half-day adventures for us.
Right. Between your work and having rodeo, we had to shorten them, but they're still worth going to see. Definitely.
Now the first one was Devil's Tower, and this is actually in Wyoming. It's about a 100-mile drive from Custer, South Dakota, and it's about a 2-hour drive as well. So 100 miles, 2 hours one way.
Yeah.
This was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
We had rodeo with us. We knew it was going to be an all-day thing with the driving. We just took our time and really enjoyed the drive.
Right.
And once you get there, you go in there to see a rock. It's about a 1,200-foot rock, so a little bit bigger than most.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool. They do have a visitor center there. There's a nice little hike, just over a mile and a half hike that goes around the base of Devil's Tower. It's a very easy hike.
Yeah, but they do have benches along the way that you can stop and rest if you need.
They have benches, and it's paved the whole way too, so it's like a sidewalk almost. So.
Right.
It's very enjoyable. Some really nice scenery.
A lot of rock climbers. Did you
yeah, if you're lucky enough, you can look up at the tower, look for rock climbers. Yeah. There's usually, it's a destination for them as well. So
dogs are not allowed on the trail. Yeah. So Rodeo and I hung out on a bench under a shaded tree, and she got to meet a lot more friends.
Yeah, she had a good time.
Yeah,
as
she
well.
did.
And rows, the highway gold is in our hands.
Another quick and easy one for you.
Thank you.
The violet lands, I feel it every now and then. I remember what you said, that it was us against the wind.
It's a rough life.
Yeah, right.
Oh, she's beautiful. Oh.
Strings for far too long. Set the sun, I know it's young. The siren song, I feel it every now and then. I remember what you said, that it was us against the wind.
So that's Devil's Tower. If you're in the area, it's definitely a place to go see.
Yep.
I'm guessing if you're not into rock climbing, a half a day would probably be enough. Yeah. And we really enjoyed it.
Yeah. When we left Devil's Tower, we headed to
Deadwood, South Dakota. So this is pretty cool.
Really cool town.
And the old Western movies, Deadwood. This is the Deadwood.
Yeah.
This is the town of Deadwood. Very, very famous old Western town. Again, coming back from Devil's Tower, we had a long drive, so we didn't spend a whole lot of time in Deadwood.
Right.
If we had more time, I would definitely go back and just walk the streets and really enjoy it.
We didn't get to get that.
But we did get a feel for it. We did go in there and have...
We got to have lunch.
Late lunch, early dinner.
Yeah, late lunch, early dinner, and they allow dogs in the restaurant.
Yeah, I think Deadwood.
So cool.
It was kind of a first for us.
And they even had their own menu,
doggy menus. Yeah, they had a doggy menus.
Yeah.
I think the place we went to was Jacob's Brewery.
Right.
Very good, typical bar food type stuff. But they actually had a dog menu. Yeah. Rodeo had her own little doggy hamburger I think.
Yeah.
But I do believe the whole town is pet friendly.
From what we were told.
Yeah. So if you do go to Deadwood, dogs appeared anyways. From
More than welcome.
From what we understand, dogs are more than welcome. So that was fun. It was a fun day between Devil's Tower and Deadwood.
Yeah.
Now something else we did, we honestly didn't really understand or realize how close this was the Badlands of South Dakota.
Right.
Again, this is about 100 miles from Custer.
Yes.
And about a 2-hour drive. This is going to the northeast, kind of. The Devil's Tower's up to the northwest. This is basically to the northeast. Now, what we did when we went from Custer, South Dakota to the Badlands, we kind of took a roundabout way. We kind of came up through some back roads, up through the bottom of the Badlands, and made our way through.
We're back road kind of people.
Yeah,
we
we
like taking long back
road
country.
less traveled.
Yeah, drives.
But what that allowed us to do was, when we left the Badlands, we went basically the quickest way home through the interstate. So we got to see 2 different parts of, or more of South Dakota.
Right.
So we got to enjoy more of the land. The Badlands itself was actually pretty cool. It's kind of hard to describe. I think Dina said she felt like she was on the moon.
I felt like I was lost in space.
Yeah, lost in space. That's what it was. The landscape is really different, right? We've never seen...
Very different.
And the closest thing I can think of would be, I think it was Bryce Canyon, but Bryce was very colorful and a lot of reds and tans. This was more...
a lot more muted, but
grays and darks,
but it was kind of a cloudy or overcast day, if I remember right. I've heard that it's fascinating to see at sunset with all the colors on the rocks, and I would like to see that.
Yeah, we will. This is definitely a place when we do go back to South Dakota at some point. We're definitely gonna plan better this time, but we will spend more time.
Places.
Yeah, we will spend more time in the Badlands. There's a lot of hikes there. There's a lot of things to do, and we didn't have the time. Again, we had rodeo with us, so we couldn't hike anyway, and we knew this.
And we were too far away for the drive.
Yeah, and we couldn't leave her all day. There was just no way. So when we do go back to South Dakota, this will definitely be one of those places that we go back to and spend some more time at. So if you go there, as a matter of fact, if you do go to the Badlands, let us know. Give us some tips so when we do go back
on what we missed.
What we missed, maybe some of your favorite hikes or anything you think we missed or you think it'd be worthwhile. Please let us know. Just leave a comment below.
That'd be great.
We're definitely going back there at some point.
Yeah.
Racing the moon, nowhere to go. I don't know how to get to you out of the blue. Shot in the dark. Tell me I won't steal your heart. When it's all come down like lightning, when you're facing the fire, no hiding. No, you can't go out, but you can go through.
Now another adventure we got to go on, and this was something we kind of knew about.
Yeah, we did.
But we honestly didn't research it a bunch and know a whole lot of the history of it or anything. But Crazy Horse Monument. Crazy Horse Monument. And luckily for us, this one was literally 5 miles from our campground. We were staying at Custer Crazy Horse RV Park.
Right.
On the north end of Custer, South Dakota.
Yeah.
Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah, right.
Fast. But the monument, Crazy Horse, was literally like 5 miles north of us.
Very
so we
close.
got to spend some time. We spent about a half a day there as well. Now this was actually pretty cool.
It was
I
very
think
cool.
they do have a laser light show in the evenings.
From May, the end of May to the end of September.
The summer months,
Yeah.
basically. Now, we didn't stay for that just because we want to get back for rodeo. Rodeo didn't come with us on this one. But what a pretty cool place.
Yeah.
When you first drive up, you see the mountain with the carving on it. Very, very impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just huge. You can kind of compare that to Mount Rushmore. I think the heads on Mount Rushmore were 60, 70 feet tall, somewhere
like
in
that,
there.
yeah.
And I think Crazy Horse, his head was like close to 90 feet,
Yeah.
and the horse was like 200 feet long, something like that. So it's very, very huge
impressive.
and very impressive.
Yeah.
And this is still an active site. They're still working on it now. This is started, I believe, back in the 40s.
Yeah.
The original, I can't even pronounce his name, but the original sculptor, he passed away. His family is continuing on.
Yeah,
I believe the original sculptor made a promise that he would do this, and the family's honoring that promise. So you gotta give them
presented at
credit.
the visitor center. That'll get you folks in. Everything we have up there is open, including the restaurant. This is an optional bus ride. If you want to take it, you'll purchase the ticket at the bus.
Okay.
And if you happen to go to the culture center part of the museum, you can have your picture taken in front of that big face on a green screen.
Oh, okay.
That way you can tell all your friends that you're showing that to how you climbed the mountain.
Well, this is going in the post office. 'Cause
Oh,
we heard about you. So
Yeah, okay, but anyways, just go up there and have fun with it.
we will.
All right?
Thank you.
Thank you
Good
so
night.
much. You too. Bye-bye.
It's true. These words that we have spoken, giving purpose to the hope that we have found. There's proof.
We made it to our final, I guess our final big destination in South Dakota while we're in South Dakota.
Our last big event here.
Yeah, made it to the Crazy Horse Memorial. We just got here. We're gonna go check out they have a really, really good museum and a restaurant here, so we're gonna go check that out.
Beauty lives in every chapter. We feel it now. Nothing could be better. You and me, chasing down forever after. We feel it now, and nothing could be better. You and me, chasing down forever after, forever after, chasing down forever after.
So we are pretty impressed with the museum here at Crazy Horse Memorial.
It is pretty cool.
Pretty awesome. It's really amazing.
History lesson. And some of the artifacts are just amazing. They have
Amazing.
stuff from the Battle of the Little Bighorn,
Yeah.
an old saddle, just
Okay, the jacket, leather jacket.
things from the soldiers, and some of the old pictures. I love the old pictures, which is really, really cool.
So Crazy Horse, that was another really cool adventure we got to go on, and we were so glad we got to do that as well.
Definitely.
So that's the Black Hills of South Dakota. We did Mount Rushmore, Custer State Park, Crazy Horse, Wind Cave National Park, the Mammoth Site, Devil's Tower, Deadwood,
Yeah.
the Badlands,
Oh my
and
goodness.
and Crazy Horse
Crazy Horse
Monument.
Monument.
So, all that in one little tiny area. If you ever get a chance to go to the Black Hills, it's
Go.
definitely worth it. There's a lot to do, I think.
Yeah, a lot. Thank you so much for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it. Have a great week, safe travels, and God bless.
Remember, always live life to the fullest.
Oh, that wasn't bad.
Yeah. There, do a surprise, like a ta-da.
Ta-da!
Are you happy now?
Yeah, I've always wanted to do that.
She's always wanted to do that. I don't know why. Now she's happy. Jeez.
It's one of those things.
The things I do for her.
I grew up in the country in Florida. We did not have hay bales like that in the wild.
In the wild?
Well, I mean out in the pastures
Wild
and
hay
stuff.
bales.
That's pretty cool. I got to do it.
Okay.
Thanks, honey.
We're on the side of the road. We're heading to...
Do that over.
We're headed to Devil's Tower. And now she's happy.
I'm happy, girl.
Oh boy.
I got to pose on a hay bale.
Oh boy. Hey, we can make a calendar out of that.
It's the little things.
Victoria's Secret calendar.
Oh, yeah.